How do you get over a person? Someone that you love, somebody you were married to, somebody you were in a serious relationship with, and all of a sudden it's over. Either they broke up with you or you broke up with them, and now you just don't know what to do. Well, here are 7 steps you can follow to kind of help you get through this transition in your life. First thing you need to understand that it's a process. Just because you saying that I don't want that person no more, or they don't want you no more, or even worse, you're still in love with a person that doesn't want you anymore. Oh yeah, that stings. You have to understand that it is a process. It was a process for you guys to fall in love to begin with. So it's going to be a process to end the relationship. Like, I can't say fall out of love because there's not a light switch for that, y'all. Y'all know that. Y'all ever try to fall out of love with somebody? It doesn't work. There's not a light switch. It's a process. Now, it's a light switch whether to decide whether you want to be with that person or not. And on a conscious level, you can be like, okay, I don't want to be with that person no more. So boom, it's all over and done with. But your subconscious level still loves them. You still love them emotionally. You still love them spiritually. And sometimes you still love them physically, to miss their physical presence because your senses have gotten used to that individual. So the first thing, like I said earlier, understand that it's a process. Number 2, you got to forgive them for whatever they did to you. And that's tough. You also got to forgive yourself if you're the one to break up the relationship. There has to be forgiveness. It has to be okay that it happened. Chalk it up as an experience. Chalk it up as something that you caught early, so you don't have to spend the rest of your life with a person that is no good for you. Okay? So you really got to go inside and say it's over with and that it's okay, and you stick with it. Right? That's the third one. The fourth one is you gotta take time to heal. Now, men, we're bad about that. When we end our relationships, the first thing we do is we go get another woman. And that's not fair to her, and it's not fair to yourself. Because more than likely, the same garbage that you had in your first relationship, you're going to take it right into your next one. And just know that, hey, just because you're with another woman physically, you may very well still be with that other woman emotionally, especially if you're not over her yet. Women, the same way. Now, women, y'all do better in trying to heal. I get that. Y'all get with your girlfriends and y'all cry and cry and cry and talk about it, empty out all your feelings. You take time to be single, and like, I don't want no man right now. I'm taking a holiday from relationships. Y'all do all that stuff to heal. Y'all do a better job typically than men do, but you gotta take time to heal. Here's another thing. Do not act on your thoughts. You're gonna be sitting at home one day, and they're gonna pop into your brain, and you're going to want to deal with them on a physical level. Observe that thought. Don't act on it. You may want some get back. You might get upset, especially if you see that person has moved on to another individual without you. You observe those feelings. You don't act on them. Now, if you cry and it hurts, I get it. You can't control your pain and your hurt from seeing that, but don't act on it. Don't pick up the phone and call them and tell them that you miss them and you want them back if you know they're not a good fit. Don't call them up and cuss them out, because here's the thing. You want them to feel the same pain that you're feeling. So that's where all this revenge stuff comes up, where a woman will use a child to hurt the man. Or the man says, I'm not going to take care of the child because we're not together no more. Or you pay some bullshit on Facebook or social media about the other person because you want them to hurt the same way you hurt. It's not worth it. Because here's the thing, and you got to understand this. The opposite of hate is not love. The opposite of hate and love is indifference. Indifference. Well, that means you could care less, or you don't act on any of the feelings that you have. You just lay all that stuff to the side and don't act on anything. Indifference. If a woman is arguing with you, she still cares for you. If a man's talking about, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna do it no more, or fussing at you about this, that, and the other, he still has feelings. But when somebody just shuts down you and says nothing to you, they can care whether you live or die, then you know that that's over. And here's another thing that's hard to do. Turn off all communication. If you're really serious about moving on with your life, don't be block them on your phone, unfriend them on all social media, and quit looking at their social media to find out what they're doing, because all that's going to do is cause more confusion. Now, granted, if you have a child with that person, that's going to be more difficult to do, but you have to just keep it straight about the children. Straight about the children. And when you're going to communicate through email, communicate through texting. Don't have a conversation with that person. Do what you have to do. Whatever you guys decide about the child, you get to it and you stick to it. Whatever interactions y'all got to do. Maybe y'all have to get to a location and meet at a certain location away from each other's residences to exchange the child or whatever. Then don't be sending no messages back and forth through the children. Keep them out of it. And the last thing is you got to get on your purpose. You replace the negative energy with good energy. Get on your purpose. Find out what your purpose is on life and get on your grind. Get on your purpose. Quit using your energy to grieve for a person that's never coming back, or grieve for a person that you know is bad for you. Find out what your purpose is and get on that. Get on your grind. Find something positive to do with your life. And eventually, as time wears on, you'll be accustomed to being without that person. So good luck with you all but it ain't easy. Good luck with all that. And maybe I was able to give you some pointers to help you through your pain.